Welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition. Now, 22 veterans a day commit suicide. We're committed to raising awareness and bringing that to the forefront. If you're a veteran, if you're hurting, if you're suffering, please reach out to someone you trust. I'll put a number in the link in the description below that you can call. Please, 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 please reach out. You're not alone. You fought for us. Let us fight for you. We love you. We back the blue by not breaking the damn law. We support our LEOs, our law enforcement officers. And if you're an addict, let me encourage you to never quit quitting. Now, I realized today as we get into the video, this was my What's in Your Pocket today. Is my AD-10 by Cold Steel and Drew Demko design. Great knife. Love this knife. I introduced it a few months ago, even though I've had it for, I think, over a year and a half. So I realized that I've done no testing with it. So I took about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, well, I took a lot of time and ran this thing through some tests. Now, you can see that it's got a decent little edge on it. What I did not do, I didn't sharpen it up or anything. This knife didn't have a lot of use on it. It had some and a lot. So the test you'll see is without with basically whatever edge it came out of the box with. So this week I'll touch it up and hone it up. So having said all that, we're not going to have a long intro. I love y'all. God bless y'all. You know I do. Now, I've showed y'all the ballistic knife. I've showed you my grappling hook. I've showed you my Swiss halberd. I've showed you all my little ninja stuff. So today I got in my crossbow pistol thing. Now, this one's not very powerful. I just bought a cheapie. Let's see what it'll do. Every time, son. Every time. Perfection. Hey, enjoy the cutting. I love y'all. God bless y'all. I'm Scab. You're not. We'll see. Well, thank you, Scab. That was some mighty fine shooting, son. Anything you do is just absolute perfection. Well, here we go. Here's a test that I actually use every day, and it's strip and wire back. The AD-10 had no problem doing this. It says 35VN, so it is a super steel. Just look at that. Just barely nicked it, and it goes. Now, some of the tests, what you're going to find is I had to pull it a couple times, but on stuff like this, where I got a good bite in it, man, it had no problem at all. I used the knife all day. This was one long slice here. I use the knife all day, so I did beat up the blade. You know, I don't take it to work a lot. It's a good looking knife. If I'm out and about, or if I'm in the woods, or if I'm doing something, you know, non-work related, I'll take it. And it's not that I'm worried about it getting tore up. It's a knife. It's that in utilities, we dig a lot of holes. There's a lot of dirt, a lot of mud, a lot of muck. And I just don't really feel like ruining every damn knife I got. This is a 4-inch blade. About a 4.5-inch handle, big knife. Yeah, Cold Steel makes bigger handles. They make bigger knives. I love their pocket knives. I really do. I think the 2 or 3 left to get would probably be like the 4-Max. I want to get that Bush Ranger, and I would like to get like an Espada XL, just kind of to have. Well, here we go. Just light stripping, nothing to it. Went right through that cloth like it wasn't there, son. Good knife. And look at that thing, man. It's pretty. Look at that edge. Now that edge about a year old. It shows a couple things. One, I don't use it a ton. Oh yeah, now I'm pointing at it. You never know what I'm doing. Maybe I'm saying, hey, looky here. I really don't know. The Donnie B All Day drop test. One of my favorite tests to add. Love Donnie B All Day. And I love this drop test. Shows how balanced the knife is. Beautifully balanced. Now we're going to throw up some. Here we go. Quick little flips. I don't back way up like Donnie does because I'm not 6'10", and I'd wind up throwing that thing straight through the cab of the truck or something, throw it in the ground or in the pond or somewhere else. So, you know, when you got little T-Rex arms, you just back up and throw it as it comes. Now here's some stabbing. You say, Scab, we see that. Well, shut up. All right, a little slicing. Like I said, I try, and I'll say this just about every video because I'm just that redundant, but I try, and when I do tests, to make them like everyday tests. You know, I don't climb up on top of a damn roof and slam it into the asphalt. I'm not sure what you're trying to test there, or, smash it with a rock or a brick or anything like that. I just try to use things that you might use every day. Now, here's a baton thing. The blade held up super good. Yes, that's a thin piece of metal, but that ain't a thin piece of metal hitting it, and that's a pretty heavy fella swinging the hammer. So, beat down on it pretty good. I think I batoned two different things. I batoned like this little 1.5 deal, and I batoned probably an inch and a half diameter cherry limb. Now, I think we go back, get back a little more slicing. This thing's a slicer. See that wide belly on the blade? Really, really good for that. This is a work knife, the epitome of a work knife. Look at those scabs whipping it around all over there. Now, there's my slash. I love doing the slash, and it stabbed. This is more of a spear point, drop point type deal. And once water's running, it is harder to stab, but I had no problem. Again, it's slicey dicey, and don't get me wrong now, it came razor sharp out of the box. I just didn't want to mess with it a whole lot. I don't know what the hell I'm doing there. I know you got to grab both pieces of rope, but this nylon cordage or nylon rope, really, it's like ski rope. Just went through there, blasted through it, nothing to it, chopped it pretty good. Every test, the big test I would say I use the most would be stripping wire and, like slicing and cutting wood. Batoning's usually not a huge thing, and we got bigger knives for that, but I like to show it in case you're in some survival situation that y'all can get in. I don't know. Your truck crashes in a snowbank, you got to survive. Well, take the AD-10 with you, son. Plus, it's from cold steel. So, that lock's 9,000 pounds. If you had to hold, a 800-pound elephant up, the AD-10's the knife you want to use there. Went right through that little piece of dried out cherry. Now, after y'all seen us beat, y'all seen us cut metal, y'all seen us do all this, let's just go back to some nice, easy slicing, do a little fire sticking there. Scab getting better on that fire sticking. Look at that. I don't think it's called fire sticking, is it? Feather sticking. Feather sticks, that's what it's called. Well, you make a fire out of feather sticks, so there. Went about it kind of like Jeff Goldblum would, but I got us there. And y'all can see that it's getting good chunks bit off of there. Do I recommend this knife? The AD-10 runs about $150 to $180. It's an Andrew Demko design. I think it's worth every penny. I really do. I think it's made with premium materials, and I think it's a good knife. I do like the triad lock. I can't say that enough. It holds in there. I don't ever worry about it breaking or coming loose or cutting my hand off or anything like that. So yeah, if you're an avid cold steel guy, I am. I like their products. Get you one. It's a beautiful knife, and you can wear this knife, like if you work in an office setting, you can wear it in there. I don't know what the hell you'd cut with it, but you can carry it in there. It's that good looking of a knife. There I made a punji stick that I'll leave for some kid to play with. And here we got an old, I can't think what the hell the thing's called, man. I'm sitting here looking at it. It's a rubber thing there. Lord, I've drawn a blank. Y'all can help me with what it is. But the AD-10 didn't play with it, son. It cut it right in half. Bungee cord. Good Lord, son. It's been a long day. There I'm doing, sometimes I think it's going to look better on camera than what it does. And those are probably the times that I should really review stuff where I leave it in a video. But hey, y'all get to see the real deal. I want you to see everything as I do it. Now y'all see it cut right through it. That push cut, I don't know what the hell I was doing. Here's some water hose. Glides through it pretty good. Some of the stuff, Scab, you just got to hold, son, and act like you got some sense. But it had no problem cutting wood. It had no problem cutting wire. It had no problem cutting rope. It had no problem batoning. Heck of a knife. There was no edge damage when it was over. Now, I said I'm going to reprofile it. That's not true. I'm just going to sharpen it up and do some maintenance on it. It's too good of a knife. At $150, I'd say it's a pretty good budget knife. And here I go back to cutting stuff, because y'all know I'm not going to show you something just one time. It's got to be 7,000 times. So here we go. And this is one knife I can kind of cross off the list. I have been wanting to go back, and some of these riding knives, or some of the knives that I've just showed you in the truck and I've never done tests on, that's what I want to do, is catch that up, man. I got a bunch of them to do, because I don't want y'all to miss out. Listen, Join me on Instagram. If you like the video, hit like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. But join me over on the gram. Choir Boys Cutlery with a Z. I know. Just do it, son. I'm sorry I didn't ask permission before I use that. Well, God bless y'all. I love your handwork. I love y'all. I'm Scab. You're not. I'm showing you the knife, and we gone.